welcome back to Football Manager 2019 here at Rawslowgaming with Bath City Football Club, where we're trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. Here we are, our first season in Skybet League 2, and we start off certainly very good in a last episode with a pretty strong win as a first result against Luton Town. And the next game coming up here is against Bromley, and we will be playing as an away team, and we'll see if we manage to do good there, and also if we manage to do any transfers before that would be definitely interesting to see if we manage to snatch up something more. And apparently we set record attendance in the last match as well, with 2,649 instead of 2,629 that was set year 2020, so 3 years later. That's a pretty darn a long time actually. And under 23s are quite unhappy with their training apparently, and season tickets up from $399 to $754, so that's pretty darn decent. And we will get $12,000 for the television coverage of the match against Southend that will be coming up in the next episode, which will be pretty good, and the first match in Caribou Cup. And let's see here, training schedule changes or for the coming week, that's all right. And yeah, as I said, next match coming up here against Bromley, and I guess it will be pretty tough. All the matches in the league will be pretty tough since we are not really favorites for anything really, but we'll see and do our best, so to say. And we get a loan offer for Sangster. Now that is a good question. Do you want to take that offer or not? We really should be using him instead of Baxter, for example. So I think that we will reject that offer, really. We promised him anything. Loan, yeah, it's listed for loan. I don't really think we should be out for a loan. No status set, so we'll do like that. We'll reject the offer. We are needing players available for us on the bench, since we are having so many loaned in players, and thanks there is one that we should have on the bench and probably play a little bit more and have as first backup for our current midfielders instead of Baxter, and we'll try to implement that pretty much straight away. Folks play down the right. Yeah, we aren't really strong on either wings, and according to bookmakers, actually it's very much even Steven here for this game against Bromley as well, which is pretty darn nice. I need to take a look at the odds for the season here again, because I really think we should have been underdogs for these matches. At least that's how it feels, but maybe that's not the case. So Luton, and this time we are meeting, who are we meeting? Luton 4. Yeah, really high odds, or low odds you should say. We are now meeting, who are we meeting? We are meeting Bromley. Yeah, so Bromley is actually a team that we should beat. They are placed below us in terms of odds, but it all has been becoming quite a lot tighter actually in the odds department. So we'll see here what we'll do. All right, no, don't go to match. A little bit too fast presses there. So yeah, definitely we are not strong alongside the wings, so we'll still play through the middle, and definitely have Sangster here on the bench. We'll definitely try to play him. Luke Gray, I don't know if he's actually really good in any position, or are you? What positions are you good? You're actually only good in midfield left. Center, you're not really. Yeah, we can use Gray on the wings, as we have done, but we shouldn't really use him in the middle. For that, Sangster should be a good choice. We should have Merch on the bench instead of Baxter as a last choice there. And let's see here. Gosling, you're injured. Alright, so we shouldn't play you then, of course. So let's play Adloy instead. Let him play as a poacher. I knew that. I don't know why I had to do like that, but I did. Poacher attack. And let's submit the team. Should be alright here. Hopefully we can get in with a good result in this match as well. And keep the grind going, so to say. It should at least be pretty interesting here to see how we are matching up against a team that should be pretty even to us. At least if we're, as I said, looking at the stats or the odds for before the season. My first highlight here in the 8-minute mark. We have Heat passing the ball back and now to De Havilland. De Havilland passing into Charles. Charles with a shot and saved by the keeper. And the highlight not away apparently, so that weren't the real chance. Guess we will have it here maybe. Charles will bat the ball again, passes to De Havilland to O'Connor, a long ball up towards Adloy, a chance to cross towards Ponticelli, and he hits it and he hits the top post. Almost there, very nearly a goal there for Bath City, and there the highlight finally goes away, so to say. And yeah, as you see here as well in the table, moving up to Sky Bet League 2, things are very much easier to get promoted. Here we have 3 teams that are directly promoted and 4 teams that are playing for one playoff spot. So much easier than in Veteran National League. And we get a goal here in the 20th minute mark from Bath City. And yeah, me rambling about other things while that goal happening. A little bit lucky there maybe, but we don't take any goal we get. And a chance here for our Bromley, but safely held there by a Molden. So pretty alright. And apparently, again, not the real highlights because the ball haven't gone away, so to say. So here we are again, and we'll see what happened. The ball now down to the keeper of Bromley, and they're building a player, passing back and forth. And Akinola picking up a pretty loose ball and to pass it to O'Connor, to Charles, to O'Connor, and through ball to Adloy, and it's another goal here for Bath City in the 22nd minute, extending the lead. Very comfortable so far this match have been. A really good cross there by O'Connor actually, and yeah, very poor defending by the Bromley player, and a pretty darn alright shot, and again poor defending, or poor by the keeper there really. And Heat here with almost another goal, very close to the post, or being inside the post there, but just outside instead. And here we have next highlight. This time it looks like for Bromley at least, but no, we managed to dispossess them, and well, our long ball on the counter attack were pretty darn terrible, so no real chance there. But we'll see here, maybe we'll pick up a loose ball here again. But at the moment, Bromley playing the ball forward, and there we almost picked up a loose ball or intercepted the ball. And now they have the ball on the way down to their keeper, and yeah, we're picking up the loose ball here. So to Charles, to Ponticelli versus the keeper, and it's another goal here for Bath City FC, and we are extended the lead now to 3-0 in the 29th minute. So very nice start here for us, and with that I think we are close to topping the league actually after 2 games. And yeah, very well played there, and very nice Ponticelli dribbling past the keeper, so to say. And again, very poor defending actually by Bromley, having the players placed really wrong there, so easy for our players to get through. But here they are finally, maybe with a real chance, Bromley, that is. playing the ball here on the left-hand side and crosses it in, and it's a chance, but our keeper saves and the ball is out for a throw-in. And not too much to go out of the first half now. We do have another highlight here in poor defending by us, and they shoot and our keeper saves again. So Molden performing really well here so far in this match. And let's see here the corner from Bromley, and it's cleared pretty safely and out for a cross, and here comes another play, and it doesn't really come in. And yeah, we are, let's see here, finally over that highlight. But here is another one. We can't really get to the end of the first half anytime soon, and they have landed with a shot saved there by their keeper. So will we end here soon, finally? Maybe. We'll see here. Yeah, here we are at the end of the first half. So the scoreline after one half, 3-0 for Bath City versus Bromley. Shots 13 versus 5, shots on target 8 versus 3, and possession 46 versus 54%. And overall, all players performing really well here in our team. We do have Baker being pretty tired, so I think we'll have to put in Merch in our lineup, or on the pitch pretty soon here in the second half, since Baker, as said, is so tired. Don't really want to stress him more than enough here in the start, since he will be a pretty key player throughout the season, I would think, at least. So I will do a pretty early substitution here, quite long before the 60-minute mark, actually. And yeah, as I said, we are needing more defenders. I really should take a look in our under 23s and under 18s if we have any defenders that we can move up to the first team squad. And reaching the 60-minute mark, and we'll play Sangster, let him have some playing time, instead of the Haviland. We'll let him play as a deep playing playmaker. Highlight here in the 7th minute looked to be for Bromley, at least. Yeah, it still is a corner and headed out, but they are still in control of the ball here just outside the penalty area, and they shoot and they hit the top bar or the post. I don't know which it was. Nonetheless, a really good chance there. And 70-minute mark, will a little bit early, but we'll put in Gosling instead of Poncelli, as he's getting to be a little bit tired. We'll play him as an advanced forward. Next highlight here in the 75th minute, chance with the corner, and the ball out to Merch, and he passes back to Charles, a second chance for him to cross, and only to the players of Bromley here, unfortunately. So Bromley with a counter attack here, quite possibly running the ball up towards our defenders. 5 players around him, but he managed to shoot, but well over the top bar there, so no real danger. And 10 minutes to go here of this match, so looking very, very stable here. And yeah, we are not at the top of the league, but we are in the top 3. Free kick here from Bromley, just over the top bar there. And maybe the last chance of the match here in the 86-minute mark. Merch with ball, passes to Charles. Charles inside the penalty area, passes here back a little bit to Sangster, to Heat, to Sangster, and passes to Akin, and passes into Heat. Will Heat cross here? No, he cross and passes into Alloy on a free spot, and he shoots, but saved there by the keeper. Very well done by the keeper to save that ball, actually. And I don't know why the highlight isn't over. That certainly were dangerous, but maybe we will come again. Heat with the ball here again to Adelaide, to Charles, and to Gosling, and it's a goal for Bad City here. Again, in the 87th minute, we managed to extend the lead to 4-0. And yeah, I thought that looked to be a penalty, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Yeah, Charles there, but the ball... The tackle by Vincent, the defender of Bromley, actually was on the ball, and it was a perfect pass to Gosling. So, yeah, can't complain too much about that. And 94th minute, and this will be the highlight for the final whistle. And there we have it. It's all over. So the final scoreline for Bassett versus Bromley, 4-0. Shots 18-13, shots on target 10-5, and possession 40-60%. And yeah, I forgot that Gosling were actually injured, but nonetheless he did manage to get in a goal and didn't injure himself more, at least that we know so far. So after that match, we are third in the league, one goal off from being league leaders, and yeah, off to an extremely good start here. And yeah, if we can keep this momentum going, we will build quite a buffer for us to not get knocked out of Sky Bet League 2. And we'll out-select here, confirm selection, and let's move on towards the next match. That will be against Mansfield Town at home in only 2 days here in between. So very tight playing schedule here in the beginning of the season. And yeah, how do you guys think we will do? Do you get any? I'd love to hear any guesses how we will end up in the end of the season. How well will we do? Will we manage like a mid-table finish or something like that, or will we really struggle in the end for being able to stay up or not? Leave your comments, and I'd love to see what you think of the team and how we will do throughout the season. And while you're at it, remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed this episode, and also if you haven't done so yet and like this, what you're watching, so to say, remember to hit that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the content that we come here, bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming, is what I were supposed to say. And now we have passed the transfer deadline, so any transfer we will do now, I guess, will be for the winter transfer window, so after New Year. But I guess that might not count on free agents. And speaking of scouting, do you have any players that were actually scouting? Not really the case, and I don't really know if we should be doing that. I really think that the players that come offering themselves, so to say, to us is the best way to scout, or the easiest way to scout. Just not going around and scout every player without a contract in a position that we would be interested in. For example, a right midfielder would be definitely very interesting. Let's actually check the competition here again and see if anything have changed too much here in the season preview. It actually has. So we're now on 23rd place and quite worse in terms of the odds. And Tranmere are back up quite high here actually, and have made some good signings, I guess, because they were down like here somewhere. But yeah, all right, we are sitting pretty nice here so far with 6 points in the first 2 matches. That, as said, will bring us a really good buffer for the remainder of the season, really, since we are, yeah, at least 4 points up on where we need to be. I think we will need to average maybe around 1 point per match. So yeah, if we can do as good as we have done so far, things will certainly be going good. And speaking of going good, according to the bookmakers here, we are only slight underdogs for the game against Mansfield here, and that will be very nice actually. Don't no, actually cancel. We don't want to loan him out. We don't want to loan him out. You will be playing with us quite a bit actually. Tavares, why are you in the reserves though? You shouldn't really be in the reserves. You should be in, let's see here. No, you are in. No, I don't understand what's happening here. You are in. Yes, you are in our first team squad, but you're not on the bench. That we will fix. Let's take Baxter off bench, and Jordan as well. We have on the bench, not on the bench. So Jordan should be on the bench. And merge, yeah, we should have you, for example, for right, or defender right, backup. And there we have Ekon, actually. Oh well, that's why I were accepting that that loan offer. Oh well. Too bad that it won't happen. Maybe we'll get a new chance on a new offer. Let's hope so. And the trending last week for the first team, 7.45 as an average. Pretty good. And under 23, 7.62. And under 18, 7.87. Let's see here. Training, individual. Let's check it out here. So will we praise you? No, not really. Gosling, you are still improving here a little bit. Not too much so far. Hopefully you can improve more here throughout the season. Heat, June, O'Connor, nothing so far. But hopefully the players will improve here. Since they are playing full time and will get higher experience, so to say, or experience from a higher league, and that is almost always good for the experience building really, and challenge building, and getting better really. So hopefully that will happen here, and we'll come up here to the match against Mansfield Town and see how we will do. Hopefully we will do good, but you will never quite know exactly how you're going to do it, or how you are doing it, so to say. But we'll see here. So this time around we can play Gosling instead of Adloy, so we will do that. Gosling, advance, forward, attack. Yeah. Attack. Gosling and Poncelli have a good partnership, and that we certainly like, of course. Other than that, looks all right to me. So we will focus on the middle. I don't see any other way to play it really. So we will continue here. And they go to the match. Sorry if maybe some odds on there really, and a little bit strange, but can't edit everything out, and so to say. But anyway, starting out really good here in the first 10 minutes, actually 4-0 in terms of shots and having most of the possession, so really good. But how are you guys doing if you're playing the same way that we are doing? How fast have you moved up through the leagues, and everything like that? And also, which team are you choosing for the lower leagues if you are playing the lower leagues? really interested to know, and I love to have a little bit more active comment feed here in this series and every series about how we are doing, what choices we are doing, tips and everything like that. It's greatly appreciated to write just about anything that you think about the episodes or anything like that. A chance here by Ponticelli, a free kick just outside, or actually saved there by the keeper rather on that free kick. And we are still coming on very strong here so far in this match with dominating at least shots and shots on target. O'Connor almost getting past there, but getting dispossessed. But we managed to pick up the loose ball there, or I can manage to intercept the ball, passes to it, passing to Charles, to Gosling, out to O'Connor wide here. Can he cross? No, he passes back to Baker, passes into Charles in middle to De Havilland. De Havilland passes to Ponticelli. Ponticelli shoots and just saved there out for a corner by the Mansfield keeper. And let's see the corner here then by Charles. And out, and unfortunately, safely gotten out there by Mansfield, but we managed to pick the ball back, but nothing really dangerous happening there since the highlight went away. But we have a highlight here in the 37th minute, a goal kick and a free kick, and it's a goal for Bassett here, but it's been disallowed, unfortunately, for offside. And that were ridiculously narrow, but alright. Oh boy, we could have led there. That would have been something. And last highlight before the end of the first half here in the 46th minute. Mansfield with a through ball that's failed really, but they managed to get it back on a sliding tackle there. Running forward and shooting in just over the bar there. So this will be the end of the first half here. In the second, yeah, there we have it. So the scoreline after one half is 0-0 for Bassett versus Mansfield. Shots 10-3, shots on target 7-0, and possession 56-44%. So definitely doing much better here so far in this game than we were expected to do. And we are not having great performance by O'Connor and Baker. Other than that, all players playing quite average, but good nonetheless, as at least according to how much we're dominating the game. So really happy about that, as said. And I think we'll switch out Charles here pretty early, who are tired. So we'll put in Sangster for him. We'll play him as a deep playing playmaker. And hopefully that will be good. And not doing too much, we'll do one more sub here in the 60-minute mark. And who will pick out? So Jordan instead of Akinola. And then what more? O'Connor is having a bad match, so we'll put in Gray instead of O'Connor. And a little bit earlier to have done all three substitutions, but hopefully we will not get into any trouble. And Sangster there with a shot just outside the post in the 69th minute. And I would have said that it's certainly were a good substitution if we managed to have gotten that goal. Unfortunately, Ponticelli here injured with a small injury. Hopefully he can play throughout the match. And we have maybe the last highlight of the match here in the 89th minute, but it's just another yellow card for one of the Mansfield players, and now less than a minute to go here of the match, and this will be for the final whistle. Maybe, yeah, there we have it, final whistle, and the game all 0 after full time, 0-0. Bath versus Mansfield, shots 16-6, shots on target 9-2, and possession 56-44%. And I would say that we are actually quite unhappy with not getting a win here. We certainly had the more dangerous chances and everything like that, and dominating the stats in each and single way, but unfortunately we didn't manage to poke a hole in Mansfield's defense, so to say, enough. But overall, yeah, I said very pleased with the performance by the lads, but kind of sad that we didn't manage to win that one. But yeah, we're happy nonetheless, really. And let's check out the league table here before we end off this episode. So after that match, we are fourth in the league, 2 points off from the league leaders, and well, 7 points clear really of being relegated at the moment. So, but we are 3 games in out of 46, so very long way to go, so to say. Attending 2,127 to the game, so that's pretty alright. And Poncelli out for 3 to 6 days, so not too bad, but yeah, or one of our key players out with an injury isn't that nice anyway, anyway you put it, even though it's only for a few days. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode, so hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have done so, remember to smash that like button, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well, if you want, of course. With that said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here at Rawslowgaming. Bye bye.